The story begins in a village home where we see the head of the village, Mr. Hidayat, relaxing in his front yard. Next, we see Mr. Hidayat and his assistants hearing a commotion coming from outside. Apparently, the village people have caught one of the most notorious burglars in the area, whose name is Burglar Mona. The villagers bring Mona to Mr. Hidayat's house to decide his punishment. Mr. Hidayat sees that the villagers have caught Mona and his little son. He gets curious and asks as to how they caught them both. But instead of hearing the story, everybody wants to see Mona get punished. Thus Mr. Hidayat says that everyone should take turn to beat Mona, but everyone should not go at him together. Next, we see Mr. Hidayat's daughter asking her father to stop the beating. Mr. Hidayat says that this is justice and burglar Mona deserves it. Next, we see Mona's little son asking for some water. When the burglar requests for some water, he gets beaten again. Then the scene moves into a room where we see a bunch of important people from the village discussing the fate of burglar Mona. They think if Mona goes to jail, he will eventually get out and take revenge on them. So to create a win-win situation, Mona will have his eye plucked out. That way, he will be blind for the rest of his life. He will live, but he won't be able to harm anyone anymore. Next, we see the headmaster of the village school asking Mona regarding his son. His son is very smart and goes to a school in a nearby village. The headmaster quizzes Mona's son on math. Mona's son gives the right answers to all his questions. Instead of getting impressed, the headmaster decides that Mona's son should also have his eyes plucked, as the apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. Next, we see Mr. Hidayat's daughter giving Mona's son some water. Hearing this, Mr. Hidayat scolds his daughter. Meanwhile, the whole village decides to party after hearing Mona's punishment. We see people cooking in big batches for the whole village. Mona's son asks his father if they are also going to get some food. Mona says that it's very unlikely. Next, we see a guy named Joynal, who is going to pluck the eyes out of burglar Mona. We see him picking some thorns from a local tree for the job. Then we see a guy announcing the time when Mona will get punished. As the time of the punishment closes in, more and more people start gathering in Mr. Hidayat's house to see Mona's punishment. We see Joynal, the guy who will pluck the eyes, getting ready. They tell Mona to see the world for one last time. Mona looks around and imagines all the beautiful things he has seen throughout his life. Right before the punishment, we see Mr. Hidayat's daughter offering a glass of lemonade to her father. She says that her father wouldn't be capable of doing something like this if her mother were alive. Then we see a guy rushing in. He tells Mr. Hidayat that everyone is waiting for him to start the punishment ceremony. Mr. Hidayat was about to leave, but right then, his daughter falls right to her knees and begs her father to stop the punishment. Seeing his daughter cry for a criminal, Mr. Hidayat realizes that what they are about to do is unjust and they have no right to do such thing in a civilized society. In the last scene, we see Mona and his son released, but their freedom is short-lived as police is on their way to catch Mona and take him in.